Yo, what's up? I'm just gonna make a tier list today. Just why not? NBA tier list for the GOATs. In the GOATs category, GOATish, very great, very good. Okay. Let's start with James Harden. James Harden, very good player. Like, out of everybody, like, look at these people. They're a lot of them are better than James Harden. Like, come on. Like, James Harden is an alright player. Well, a very good player. But he's not greatest because he hasn't won a ring, of course. He's putting up some great stats, but he's only in the playoffs. So, yeah. Next, we have David Robinson. For me, I'll put GOAT's top 5 players of all time. GOATish, maybe top 10, maybe I had someone else in there. Very great, I reckon top 20, great, like 20 to 30, and very good the rest. I reckon I think he's the 20th best player of all time. So yeah, I'm also going to rank them from each tier list, like rank them from best to worst. Okay, Dominique Wilkins, he's worse than James Harden. He's probably the worst person out of every single person here because he was a dunker. I don't think he came close to winning a ring. Yeah, it was alright. He was pretty good, but like, come on. Compared to these people, he's not that great compared to these people. Next, we got the big O, Oscar Robertson. He is in very great tier, above David Robinson, because Oscar won. How many? Did he won? I think he only won one ring. One ring or multiple? Did the Kings ever win a ring? No, I'm checking out the Kings ever win. Kings ring. Oh, well, let me go. Sacramento. I have no idea. This is probably not how you spell Sacramento. Yeah, it's not. Rings. 1951. Head coach Luke Walton. Oh, no, that's right now. This was with Oscar Robertson, because I remember he played from... Wait, no, was it? Who was on the championship Kings team? NBA. Oh my gosh. I have no idea. I'm just going to say that he did. But anyway, David Robinson out of his prime, of course. Oscar Robertson, way better player. Averaged a triple-double for a season, even though Russell Westbrook has done it like 3 times in a row now. Anyway, great player. Like 30 points. 30-point triple-double. Like, come on, man. Yeah, so I reckon he's like top 15, easy. Next, Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. GOAT-ish. I reckon he's GOAT-ish. He's probably on the lowest end of GOAT-ish, to be honest. Because I reckon he's probably like 11th best of all time, but, you know. So, yeah, on the Rockets, I believe he won 2 championships. I think he carried them, but I think Clyde Drexler was also on it, but, like, it was out of his prime, so, like, yeah. So that's all I have to say about him. Amazing player. Russ, he is worse than James Harden, but better than Dominique Wilkins in my eyes, because Russ is kind of just a stats guy. That's literally all he is. He has triple doubles going for him. That's it. Because other than that, no playoff success. So yeah, they made two finals in like young days of them, but like yeah. Okay, Larry Bird better than Hakeem on the GOAT-ish list. Because Larry Bird, of course, won like 3 titles or something, 2 titles with the Celtics back in the 80s. And yeah, he was great. He basically was the first great 3-point shooter. So yeah. Next, KD. Better than David Robinson, but worse than Oscar Robertson. Because KD's won 3 championships. I just put up 4 fingers. I know you can't see that, but you know. 3 championships. Cool. Wait, 3 championships or 2? No, only 2, sorry. 2 championships. Of course, both of the Warriors, both of them times he won Finals MVP. That team was kind of stacked, though. So, yeah, I'm just going to put him there. Great player. Jerry West, above KD, but below Oscar Robertson. Again, because Lakers, they won a championship. He was really good for them. I have no idea what he averaged or anything. Let me search that. Jerry West. Stats. Let me see this. He averaged 27, 6, and 7. He's alright. Okay, so yeah, I reckon he's there. How about that? Want a ring? Pretty good. Now, Clyde Drexler. I reckon he's a low-tier grade. Because, like, he was great on the Trailblazers, but of course he was in the 90s, and there was someone called Michael Jordan who came along. So, yeah. But he did win a ring with the Rockets, because of Hakeem mostly, but he did contribute to it a little bit. Next, LeBron. I did top 5 as GOAT, so he's not number 1, of course, but like he's top 5 guaranteed. Because of course he has 3 rings, even though he's like 3 and 9 in the finals. But like he versed some hard teams. Well, most of them was the Warriors. I think most of those losses were the Warriors. So yeah. Okay, next we got the big ticket Garnett. He's better than Clyde Drexler, but he's just better than Clyde Drexler on this point. One of the best power forwards of all time. To be honest, I don't really like him that much because of how cocky he was, how annoying he was. But you know, feels bad. Yeah, great player. Of course, power forward. Won a ring out of his prime with the Celtics. That's why but he was also great. He was the greatest player of all time for the Timberwolves. Next, Dirk Nowitzki is better or worse than Kevin Durant? This is a hard question, bro. Because he only won 1 ring. I reckon he's worse. I reckon top 3 power forward, probably second best power forward of all time. But still, like, come on. I just realized there's no Karl Malone on this list. If Karl Malone was on this list, it would either be next to David Robinson right there, or at the very top of great, no matter what. So yeah, Dirk won a title, basically carried the 2011 team to a title, against like a really hard Miami team, of course. Really great player. Next, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I go on in the GOATs. Like, he's top 3 player of all time, in my opinion. Next, this one's kind of controversial, but I have Kobe in the GOAT-ish category. Because I reckon he's 6th best of all time, not 5th. Not trying to be rude there or anything, but like, yeah, RIP to Kobe, but like, all time, I'm sorry, but like, if he was the best shooting guard of all time, say if Michael Jordan didn't exist, and there was another person at number 1 that was completely, like, nobody knows about it now, but like, a random person at number 1, he would go up a few spots. He would probably be 4th, where Magic Johnson is, or maybe even 3rd. But because, of course, people use the second best shooting guard, which I don't get why they do, but, like, yeah. He's in the GOAT category. Next, Shaq. Worse than Larry Bird, but better than Hakeem, because Shaq was, of course, the most dominant player of all time. Won 3 rings, I believe. 2 with the Lakers. No, did he win 4 rings? How many rings? Oh, no, I'm searching on way too many things. How many rings does Shaq have? 4. Okay, 4. Yeah, because 3 with the Lakers when they did the 3-peat, and then 1 with the Heat. Yeah. There it is. 1 with the Heat. So yeah, great player, but Next, Bill Russell. Because of the 11 rings, I'm not doing it. I'm doing it relative to the era. So like, if they're like one of the best from the era, they're going up. Actually, he's below Larry Bird. Actually, yeah, I reckon he's there because Bill Russell, great player. 11 rings. I don't get how you do that. He's probably like one of the most, if not one of the best, if not the best defensive player of all time. So yeah, next we have Allen Iverson. Better than David Robinson, worse than Dirk because no rings. You have to keep. If he had a ring, then he would probably go all the way up to probably better than KD. I know that's not all the way up, but it's also very influential, I guess, to people that were born in the 90s, I guess, because they grew up watching Allen Iverson. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically all I have to say about him. He's probably there. Magic, another GOAT. Top 5. I reckon he's 4th best player of all time, in my opinion. Great. If his career kept going on, mate, that would have been an amazing career. Probably if that career kept going, it would have definitely passed Kareem's probably, and maybe LeBron's, but probably not MJ's, to be honest. But yeah, because of that, he's only 4th. Only 4th. Yeah, he's 4th best all time. Don't think like many people can say they're better. Next we have this guy. Yeah. Next we have Charles Barkley, probably top tier great. He's kind of underrated. I know he never won a ring, but like, he was like 6'5" or something in a power forward, and he grabbed boards like it was nothing, bro. And he was fast. But it's all good. Dr. J. I reckon he was better than KD. No, not better than Jerry West. Better than KD, because I believe he won a ring with Philly. But he mostly played in the ABA. But still, I'm counting those ABA years because basically it's kind of like the NBA. And he was still really good. He was having like 30 points in the ABA. So yeah. Next we have Moses Malone. R.I.P. to Moses Malone. I forgot when he died, but yeah, R.I.P. to him. Moses Malone, better than KD. I believe he won a ring. I don't know. To be honest, I don't really know much about Moses Malone. I think he might have won a ring, but he was still really good. He grabbed tons of boards. He was 2nd all time for the Philadelphia 76ers in scoring. I have no idea how I know that, but still great player. Yeah, R.I.P. Next we have Timmy D, baby. This guy, best power forward of all time. Here. Better than Hakeem, worse than Shaq because bam. No. I've done it. He's better than Shaq. He's 9th best all time. Because Shaq only won 4 rings. Timmy D, baby, won 5. And he was really underrated offensively and defensively, to be honest. He won 5 rings. Best player for each one, mostly. I think there was one for Tony Parker. But yeah. Next, Chris Paul. Better than, I reckon, top tier. Very good. because I reckon he's so far better than James Harden. But of course, Chris Paul's had a longer career so far, achieved more. So yeah, next we have D Wade. D Wade's better than Dirk. I'm sorry, but D Wade is better than Dirk. 3 rings compared to his 1. He probably should have had 4, and Dirk should have had 0. But Dirk was amazing. Not taking that away from Dirk at all, but you know, of course, great. LeBron he didn't have LeBron, he wouldn't have won those championships. I'm sorry, but no. Yeah, okay, next we have Wilt the Still. I reckon he's 5th best all time. Great player. 50 points and 25 rebounds in a season. I still can't believe that. 100 points in a game. I know that was back in like the 50s, 60s. I think it was the 60s. But still. And apparently, according to this guy's list I saw, he was really underperforming in the playoffs, apparently. He still won 2 rings. And plus, he probably was, I think, like about 7 games from like 5. 7 games from 5 or 6 rings. Because I believe he lost 3 times in Game 7. Or 2 times in Game 7 to the Celtics. So yeah, and I believe he lost. He didn't win the title on his 50-point per game season. Which is sad, but you know, it's all good. Next, Isaiah Thomas. Or better than the big ticket? I reckon he is, because he won 2 rings instead of his out of prime 1. Even though I hate him just because of this Last Dance documentary, but you know, it's all good. Still a great player. Next we have Steph Curry. I reckon he's a worse player than KD because like overall skill, KD's better. And I know he has 1 more ring, but you know, yeah, you know. Best 3-point shooter of all time. Great player. Next we have John Stockton, baby. Next. So yeah. Great player, didn't win a ring though. Did not win a ring. So that's sad, but you know. If he won a ring, he would probably be around Charles Barkley, to be honest. Or David Robinson. So yeah. Next, Patrick Ewing, I reckon he is right. No, where is it? In the middle. Let me put it in the middle. He's better than Russ, but worse than James Harden because, like, he was a great center. I mean, a great center. Didn't win a ring. So far, Russ hasn't. No, James Harden hasn't, but, like, his scoring is crazy. James Harden is. So, yeah. Of course, great. Thought he played in the 90s where MJ was. Speaking of MJ, here's his teammate, Scottie Pippen, who's going right here. Because he was really underpaid, as I learned from the Last Dance. So, yeah. This is my list. If you have any changes that you would make to the list, just put them in the comments. Wait, look at this though. What kind of looks like it kind of looks like it's putting up the rude finger kind of, but you know, goes like staircase down, then go around, and yeah. I know you can't see my... Wait, no, you can see my mouse, yeah. Anyway. See ya. Probably will have a new video out soon. So yeah, I know I only have like 4 subscribers or something, but you know. I need more subscribers, bro. Like, come on, subscribe, bro. So see ya. See you guys next time.